Okay, I'm live. I'm a couple of minutes early. Welcome to my show, Rick's Life as I See It. Week 15. I can't believe it. I've gone that far. I did send out a few invites, but whether they show up or not, I don't know. But I'm here, and that's all that matters, because I'm the star of the show. You know, my little world here. So can you all hear me? All right. Make sure I'm going live. I think I've done everything right this week. So, hey, Nice, Raphael. I mean, if anybody wants to join me, besides the invites I put out, I believe. Hang on, let me get it here, just to double check. Where are we at? That's the link to join me if you want to. You don't have to. You can sit there and just listen. But anyway, as I said, this is week 15. And if you weren't here last week, you missed a great show. So I got my new specs here, my ones they gave me for free. They're bifocals, and I'm having trouble. Myself, I buy the progressives, where it all blends into one. So you got to bear with me here. So, as I said, last week was a great show. And I said this earlier in chat. What was I saying in chat? Oh yeah, I went to the range. Hang on a minute. Sorry, just sending a link. Okay, no, I went to the range. I was firing my my police trade-in, my 9mm 92S Beretta, and I was firing at a target, with 6 things on it, and you pull the string and it resets itself. Well, I'm sitting there with a 9mm, and there's a guy next to me with his, I don't know, 8, 9-year-old kid with him. And I'm sitting there, and I'm leaning against the tail of my truck, that tailgate down, and I'm leaning against it, and I'm aiming at it, and I shoot 6 shots and knock everyone down. Then I reset it, and went from the other direction and shot the 6 down again. And I heard the kid say to his dad, "Man, that guy's a good shot." I was about ready to quit then. I thought I made it, First, I think it was more luck than anything else. I'll say it was about 18 feet from the target. So, man, hell, I go down there once or twice a week. I should be able to hit the damn thing. So oh, you have 2 of those Berettas? Yeah, they're great guns. It's a shame it's a 9mm, but it's fun. It's fun. As you know me, I'm a 45 guy. But I bought a 9mm to see what all the fuss was about. Yeah, so anyway, I just fired a few more rounds around there than I left. It was a quick visit. Actually, I was on my way. I was on my way. I was in between 2 doctor's appointments. And I cut around the back way before I could pull into the driving range. I was only there maybe 30 minutes max. I knew I was going to stop by because I had my my gun bag with me. So I just stopped for 30 minutes, fired off about 50 rounds of 9mm, jumped back in the truck, and went off to the next appointment. That's what I call living. Yeah. Hey. Oh, I know what I wanted to bring up. One of the other things, a couple of things I wanted to bring up. It's old news now, but at the time I wrote it down, it was hot off the press. Oh, before that, let me answer this question. How do you like the Rock Island 1911? I love it, except, it's in my 1911s and 45 ACP, except that at the moment I was cleaning it and I was putting it back together, and the cap that goes on the end of the spring that you push down, then turn I can't think of the word of it, turn it to keep it all in place. Well, as I pushed down and went to turn, my thumb slipped off and it went bing, hit my ceiling and went somewhere. And I have searched this house for 2 weeks trying to find it, and I can't find it anywhere. So I went and ordered one off of Amazon. And it arrived, and I'm looking at it and go, that's too large. Because the 1911 is a 5-inch, the one I got. And the company that sent it is called Fusion. So I called him up and said, this is too large. And he goes, no, he said, you got a 5-inch 1911, correct? I said, yeah. He said, that's what it is. He said, what make you got? I said, Rock Island. He goes, oh, there you go. That explains it. He says, Rock Island made their slide slightly different than everybody else. So it doesn't take the full length one. You have to put the commander size in there. So I am now waiting for that to show up. You know, now I tore this house because it arrived yesterday, and I was all excited. And I tore this house apart again last night looking for that one that I've lost. And I cannot find it. I think it must have ended up in the trash somehow. Or those damn Maine Coons of mine, that's cats, got it. Took it somewhere to play with it, and hell if I can find it. You know, I wouldn't put it past them. They're like dogs. They grab stuff and go put it in their corners and their boxes they sleep in. I find all kinds of shit in there. So, yeah. So anyway, so I spoke to the guy yesterday, and he said, send it back to me. I said, I did. He said, I'll get one out into the mail to you today. So hopefully I should have it Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, I think the cats are holding it for ransom. I really do. So more than likely, when the new one comes and it finally all fits and get it all back together, then more like one of them will come out here and just drop it at my feet, you know. I wouldn't put it past the bastards, you know. So, okay, now what I was about to talk about, it was fresh when I wrote this down, but it's old news now. All about these, you know, tearing down of the statues and all that kind of crap. I couldn't believe, you know, what was it, University of Southern California said they've got to get rid of their mascot, their horse called Traveler, spelled with one L, because it's the same name as Robert E. Lee's favorite horse that he rode was called Traveler, gray horse, but it was spelled with two L's. You know, I thought, this is getting pathetic. Let's get life, guys. You know, what are we coming to? Then there was that other thing, ESPN. Moved that guy from that Virginia football game because his name was Robert Lee. He's goddamn Asian. You know? I don't know. This country is getting really stupid. Really stupid. I mean, I don't know if it's true or not, but I saw something on Facebook last night. They showed a statue of the Buffalo Soldiers that were formed in 1860s. You know, and they were used to massacre Indians. So we're going to take that one down? You know? I don't know. I think we should. Just out of spite. Oh, it just absolutely baffles me. This country, what we're coming to. You know, it ain't the president that's making us a laughing stock of the world. It's these goddamn kind of stupid antics that are broadcast all over the world that are making us look stupid. You know, I'm very opinionated, I know, but that's just the way I am. You know, maybe that's why my following's not that huge because of my opinions. You know, but that's the way it is. Now, next question I have, I was hoping to have some. Hey, Mr. Knives, see you join me. Thank you. I was thinking I'm trying to. I was talking about this last week. I don't think I was talking. Was I talking about it here last week? When I set this channel up, basically, I wanted to be like a radio broadcast type thing. You know, I wanted to take phone calls and stuff like that. And since YouTube doesn't pay any money, I'm not doing it for the money anyway, but it would be nice. I'm not going to, if I started getting money from YouTube, I would love it, but it ain't going to happen. But if I wanted to make this bigger, how do you go about getting sponsors? That was my next thing I was going to check into. Anybody got any ideas? You know, I'll sponsor them all, you know, might not be able to run an ad per se because I'm on the YouTube platform. But what's wrong with me saying, you know, now buy this shaving cream because it really works. You know, I could do that or something. I don't know, or put their logo up on my webpage or my Facebook page, you know, the Gun Channels page, slap it everywhere. See if I could get away with it. Hey, Jared, good to see you. You know, that's what I wanted. So, you know, that was my next research. I might throw the question out there in chat on Gun Channels to some of these bigger guys who seem to, you know, don't have any problems. Or maybe I'm just, I said, my little niche, maybe it's just too small. But I don't want to be, I'm not trying to be everything to everybody. You know, I'm just trying to look at the average guy. You know, some friends of mine, they shake their head when they hear me talk and stuff, or we're at somewhere. You know, and I said the only difference between me and the rest of you is I say what you're thinking. Maybe that's why I'm not a multimillionaire in my life today. I don't know. But that's what that's what I do. I say what I think, whether it's right or wrong. You know, if I'm wrong, if I'm wrong and I'm pulled up on it, I will apologize. I don't have a problem saying I'm wrong. I really don't. Not today. Yeah. So, another thing I started was because, I mean, I guess this all started because of the last, the big guys who got hit by YouTube again. You know, they don't bother me because I ain't big enough. I ain't even got enough subscribers. Yeah, I've only got 39 or 40. You know? So, I'm not into the hundreds of thousands. So, YouTube, I don't think is even looking at me yet. And, you know, and I don't even have enough, I don't even have enough views yet overall. I think I'm just shy of 2,000 views total. So, you know, I'm just sitting here doing my thing. And whether it works or not, I don't know. But I'm going to give it a good try. I like talking to myself, too. Because even when I'm not broadcasting, I'm sitting here at night. I'm talking to the TV. I'm talking to the cats. I answer myself. I don't know if that's a sign of insanity. If it is, I got it. Yeah. Who was that laughing? Knives?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm insane, but, hey, what can I tell you? Yeah. Actually, I just had TV on before I started. I'm watching Discovery Channel. They're running whole thing on Bigfoot. I ain't seen Bigfoot in the news lately, so I was getting kind of I don't know what's the word for it. I don't know. I needed some more input, so I'm watching these old shows. I've seen some of them. I believe in Bigfoot. He's out there somewhere. He's got to be. He really has. I mean, because how do they find these things? Is it hoaxes? People actually go out in the middle of nowhere and make footprints that they hope that somebody might stumble on? I don't know. If they do, that's kind of strange. That's a strange person that go out in the middle of nowhere and do footprints hoping somebody to show up. They call me insane. Yeah, I believe in Bigfoot. I believe in ghosts. I watch all them kind of shows too. And what made me believe in not ghosts so much. I guess it is ghosts, or that is when I worked in England. I was working. Actually, it's when I started to work for the government, the U.S. government. I worked on this old Air Force base. Like the old commissary I worked in was an old Quonset hut that had been converted. We had a warehouse a couple of roads over, which was an old Quonset hut. But it was actually about 4 or 5 Quonset huts all joined together. It was the actual old hospital. Now, where I'm going is this base back in in England during the Second World War was a fighter. It had fighters and bombers stationed there. And these Quonset huts were back from that day. Well, one day I had to go over to the warehouse, and one of the other meat cutters I was working with came with me. We drove over there in the truck, and I unlocked the door, opened it up, switched the light on. Now, you got to remember, the weather, it was a normal day. It was dry. This is where I'm going with it. It was a dry day. Opened the door, walked in, and down the center of the warehouse was a set of wet footprints. And, somebody wearing a pair of shoes. And it went down the warehouse and faded out. Scared the shit out of me. Because, we looked around, see if anybody else in there. Wasn't a soul. And other times you would hear babies crying in there and stuff like that. Why you'd have babies in there, I don't know. Because after the war, when the Americans took it over, it was an Air Force base. Then when the families first started coming over in the 50s and stuff, there was babies born there and stuff like that. That's what got me believing in ghosts. And so, I'm always on the lookout. I've always wanted to go on a ghost hunt, but I can never get anybody to go with me. But what's I got to do with shooting, I don't know. But it just told me I just started to throw it out there. It was on my mind. Because this is Rick's life as I see it. Oh, you guys remember from last week, I said I had reloaded my bullets, and I looked at the wrong load data on them. For the actual lead bullet I was using was different to the one I was using before. I was using a full metal jacket. This isn't. This is a lead coated one. And I was looking at the wrong load data, and I put too much powder in it and didn't push the bullet down far enough. Basically, they were too long. They wouldn't feed. Not by much. The overall length says 127. But this bullet wouldn't feed. So I've knocked it down to 125, and it seems to feed no problem. So I think we've done that. But anyway, so all them other bullets, I got about 100 of these things in the wrong size. So I thought, well, what am I going to do with them? So I got a bullet puller. And I thought, well, hell, I'll just pop the bullets out and save everything and reuse them, you know? Well, here I am. Now, you got to remember, I'm indoors here. And I got me a piece of wood. And I got my bullet puller, and I'm sitting here, and I'm banging on this goddamn thing. Because these bullets are in there tight. It just doesn't come out with one hit. It takes 3 or 4 hits for it to come loose. Of course, my neighbor upstairs comes down all pissed off. He's trying to sleep, and I'm making all this noise. He wasn't too happy with me. So I guess I'm going to have to take him outside one day and do him. Yeah, I guess it was echoing through the house. Oh, well. Never mind. I thought it was funny anyway. So I got 100 bullets here. I gotta get done. Hey, John, how's it going?
Hey, Rick,
good to see you.
How's everything?
All right, not too bad. Not too bad.
What are you up to today?
Not much. I was just talking about some stuff I've already gone through. I was on about it. I gone past it now, but I was on about the stuff that happened during the week with the them removing the commentator. His name was Robert Lee. Then the University of Southern California. The protesters said they got to get rid of their mascot horse because it's the same color and has the same name, even though it's only spelled with one L. Same name of Robert E. Lee's favorite horse.
Yeah, you can never put being dumb and doing stupid things like a liberal can.
Oh yeah, but as I was saying, I was telling them, I saw on Facebook last night somebody showed a statue of a buffalo soldier, as they called them back in. They were back then they called them the black outfits.
Right.
Called them buffalo soldiers who were sent out by the U.S. government to kill Indians, to massacre them. So are we gonna take that statue down?
Right after they tear down
the Native American, doesn't it?
Right. They're gonna do that right after they tear down all the Chinese food restaurants that end with Lee.
Yeah.
Mr. Lee's restaurant. You got to tear those down too now.
Yeah.
Whole bunch of nonsense.
Yeah. Then I happened to mention I was trying to, as I said, my actual vision of this channel was like a radio thing where I wanted to take phone calls and stuff. And since you don't get no money from YouTube, how do you go about getting sponsors?
Right.
That's my next project.
Have you figured out what you had discussed last time about the phone and the number to take the calls?
No, I'm still working on it. I mean, somebody told me how to do it.
Okay.
But they said I can hear it. They can hear me, but like if they phoned in, you couldn't hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you mean if I would
like you to hear it? I would like the listener to be able to hear the person who's calling in as well. Surely that can be done, like on real radio.
I'm sure it can be done. I just myself, so I couldn't advise you on that.
So that's what I'm working on now. If anybody knows how to do it, you know, or seen it done on a YouTube, send it to me, because I'm better at being shown than reading about it. You know what I'm saying?
Where would they send that information to?
Oh, my email, rickslifeasiseeit@gmail.com.
Roger that.
You know, and where I was going to say, I mean, that's even like when I buy something. If I read the instructions, and the instructions got pictures, even better. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like when I got that Beretta 92S, that police trade-in, I went on YouTube, you know, typed in field stripping 90, you know, the Beretta, so I could learn how to do it.
Right.
And actually watching it, it's real easy. But when I was sitting here looking at it, I'm thinking, oh my God, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, some people are book smart, some people are visually smarter.
Yeah. So, yeah. Then you heard, and when did you come in? Did you hear me tell me where I pissed off the neighbor? I was breaking.
I did not.
Oh,
I did not.
I was using the bullet puller. Trying, you remember?
Oh, that's right. He said you were making too much noise.
Yeah. So that's it. And also, I started I do have a website. It's
what would that be?
It's Rick's Life as I See It, and it's hell, the actual address is, if you go down, like you're on YouTube, you go down in the information thing down there,
Right.
it's listed down there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean it's not much yet. It's very, very basic. I only just started it the other day, so I mean I'm using one of those free. I'm using one of those free sites right now, so I figure out how to do it. You know,
Right.
but I got a mailing list.
You'll learn.
I started a mailing list,
Right.
because the reason I done that was I was thinking about what the big guys, the big guns were saying. You know, with YouTube hitting them yet again. You know, if your mailing list is, that'd be my property. You know what I'm saying? But anything, YouTube could go away tomorrow, and you know, I mean, I can't remember how many. Well, just say it goes away tomorrow. I mean, take Hickok 45. Yes, 2.5 million viewers.
Wow.
But they're not his. You know what I'm saying? If it goes away, he's lost them. He doesn't own them. But if you had a mailing list of 2.5 million names, you could say, you can email them, say, YouTube went bust. I'm now on so-and-so. You can follow me over there. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking of. And of course, if there's any pertinent info, I wouldn't bombard people with junk mail. You know, I would just say, you know, maybe let them know that I put out another YouTube, but then again, if you're subscribing to me, I think YouTube automatically notifies you when you put one out.
If you click on the bell next to the subscribe button.
Yeah. So, you know, and I think if you go along the side and you click where it says subscriptions, it will show up too.
Right.
You know, so I don't really need to send out a notification of that, because YouTube does it for you. You know, I don't know. You know, I've also started VidMe.
Right.
I started one over there. I downloaded just a couple of videos that I have on YouTube over there, just to get it set up and going. You know.
How are you finding that?
It's all right. It's a learning curve like anything else. You know. I mean, what I like about this, really, you don't need YouTubes to use it. Do you? I mean, it's like good, like this Hangout we're using here.
No, it's just a It's just an additional platform. You don't need YouTube for that.
Yeah. Which, I like this. I like this idea. I think it's pretty cool. You know, the shame though, you can only get a maximum of 10 people.
Right.
But then again, if I'm trying to do this radio show thing, I don't need it overloaded with too many people all talking at the same time.
Yeah, that happens sometimes too.
Yeah, it does. It does. I lost Mr. Knives. He left.
No.
Oh, well. He only went off to eat some chocolate.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah. I don't have really a lot on my list today. I really don't. It's kind of a slow.
You went over everything already?
Been a slow week.
You went over everything already?
Yeah, everything I want to. So far, I'm off my main topic here. Yeah. Oh well, yeah. I talked about the thing down the shooting range with the kid who said I was a great shot. I thought that, there I am, But I should be. Well, I'm not a great shot, but I should be able to hit the target. I go down there, once or twice a week, guaranteed. Because when I went down there the other day, I was down there for 30 minutes because I was in between appointments. I had 2 doctor's appointments, and so I worked it. That I took a little detour and hit the from one appointment to the other. I said, oh look, there's the old shooting range. Let's pop in for a few minutes. I already had the gun and stuff loaded in my car. I knew I was going to stop. I was just making an excuse for myself to go down there. Yeah. Normally my bag's ready to go. It has the ammo already in it and everything else I need. I just got to throw the guns in there. What I'm going to shoot that day. I got ammo for. There's at least one box in there. The ammo, like 38. I got a box of 38 specials, a box of 22 magnums for my my little North American arms. Great little gun. This. Single action. For Magnum, it's a great little shooter. The reason I got that one out today is because I'm just wearing my old shirt here and a pair of shorts, and I don't have my 45 on, so I like to have a gun somewhere around.
You could always get a shoulder rig.
Oh, I got one.
Oh,
I got
nice.
one, not a good one. I got a cheap one to see if I would like it, and I'm gonna order a leather one. A nice one.
Right.
Because when I get my when I get my camo scooter, shoulder rig will come in handy on that, especially during the cooler months.
When are you going for your fitting?
Oh, not my fit is actually Halloween, October 31st.
Okay.
Why it takes so long, I don't know. But they said they would call me if they have a cancellation and get me in earlier. So
That's cool.
that's what I'm hoping for.
At least it's only 2 months.
Yeah. I go to the excuse me. I go to the okay. Yeah. Excuse me. Now that was meant to stop me from coughing.
You okay?
Yeah. If I kill over, dial 911 for me, will you?
Oh, God forbid! Don't say that.
No. I go to the back surgeon Wednesday. It's coming Wednesday, and see what if we can do anything. It'd be nice if we could. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't think he's going to be able to do much, but if he could untrap the nerve for I could at least have a chance of walking a bit better. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm having trouble. It's pinching the nerve in my back, which affects my left leg. You know?
Yeah, I totally understand, sir.
Yeah. I know it sucks, but getting old. Oh, my doctor off my what's this got to do with shooting? I don't know. Maybe it's for all you young guys out there. Take care of yourself. You know, that's what he's got to do with guns. If you want to keep active, you know. I went. My primary care doctor says we know what will help your back some and some lose weight. I said, yeah, I know that. I'm actually, believe it or not, I've lost 20 pounds. So I am on a diet. I've cut way back on my. Put it this way, when I go into CVS now, I don't go down the candy aisle because
it's definitely something easier said.
Instead of going down there where it says, you know, how can you walk past the M&Ms when it says 2 bags for $5? It's almost impossible. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I try not to go down the candy aisle anymore.
It's definitely something that's easier said than done.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm not doing that. But anyway, he wanted me to go see one of them surgeons that does the, stomach bypass stuff.
Right.
I said, all right, that's what you want me to do. I thought I'd go. You know, oh, Raphael typing. Now we know where Mr. Knives went 2 for 5. Yeah, for the chocolate. Yeah. The reason went was I'm just thinking of the insurance, my insurance. Anything I'm trying to do here, like for the scooter or anything, they can't deny me because he said, well, you didn't try this. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm doing everything they tell me to do. Well, anyway, I went to see him. Hey there, and he goes, He says, I don't know. He says, you can't walk, which is not good. I said, well, I can walk, but I can't walk good. It's not that I can't walk. You know? He goes, yeah, but he says, you're 60 years old now. He says, we're going to have to get you to a cardiologist, do a stress test. I said, no, I've never had a stress test in my life. I don't need one. But anyway, said all this, but he goes, anyway, he said, I'm not going to operate on you until you lose 100 pounds anyway. And I said to him, just my exact words to him, if I could lose 100 pounds, I wouldn't be here talking to you now. You know? Well, if I could lose 100 pounds, then the weight on my back would be less. You know what I'm saying? Because carrying all this weight is not good for my back or my heart. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely not. Yeah.
So I'm getting way off guns here on this thing, but this is what goes on in Rick's life. It's not always about the guns as much as I want it to be. I try to bring it around to guns. Anyway, I finished my 50. You know what you asked me what I was doing earlier in the other chat? I got my. I got 50 of them done.
Oh, nice.
And that's what I'm going to do. I put a 10 in a magazine of 10 in my 45, and of course, I didn't shoot them, but I injected them all, and they seem to feed all right. When I do it, and the next one would feed in there, no problem. So I think I got it. So I've got 4.3 grams of powder, a 230-gram lead bullet, an overall length of 125.
Now you make sure that you keep a log of this, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So We'll see how they go. You know, I mean, I'm only plinking, so it's not normally normally these defensive rounds is normally I mean what I got right now, I went and bought them. You know, I think I got critical defense
Right.
in my 45. You know, and I went and bought those. Mind you, they ain't cheap.
No,
But
they are not.
I don't know. I mean, do I load my own home defense ammo? I just go with the bought stuff because that one at least you know is set to standard. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you have your option.
Yeah. I guess it's a matter of trusting myself that I can be that precise on a defensive round with a hollow point or whatever I'm going to use. You know? I don't know. Did you see that latest Yankee Marshall video on going lead free?
I did not, but I heard about it.
Oh yeah, he's everybody should do it. You know, the only problem is it ain't cheap.
No, it's not. That's for
And I
sure.
understand where he's coming from. He said, well, if more people bought the stuff, it would bring the price down because it would force the manufacturers to make more lead-free bullets. You know, I understand where he's coming from, but you're looking at years down there for that to happen. Because for like your big manufacturers like Federal, for argument's sake, right? To go
Right.
get away from lead to use either copper or some sort of polymer, I would imagine as part of their equipment, it would have to be changed out. You know, that's a lot of expense.
Well, they're also what do you call it? Regulations the manufacturers have to follow too.
Well, you see now, yeah, but if they got rid of lead and went to either copper or polymer, all them lead regulations would be done away with because you're not using lead anymore.
Right.
Which could save them money that way. You know, this is all the kind of stuff he was saying. I understand what he was trying to say, but I think the ammunition industry is too powerful, too big for it to make any big inroads into it. And what he was trying to say is like in the state of Washington, they're coming up with some new laws about gun ranges having to put extra stuff in, to make sure the lead doesn't get into the environment and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And he said that's what he doesn't want to happen. He doesn't want the government to start controlling part of the gun industry. He said they're controlling it enough.
This is true.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree where he's coming from there. But I think the only way you're going to get the big companies like, I'm using Federal because it's the only one I can think off the top of my head, Federal, Remington, Winchester, any of those big ones. I think the only way you're going to get them to change, right, is actually the government telling them, no, you can't do lead by the year 2020 or 2025. No more lead bullets allowed. Now I don't know if this is true or not. According to Yankee, there's no all lead for lead bullets is imported because they don't manufacture it here anymore. So
Really?
Yeah, that's what he said. I don't know. I don't know if you believe him all the time. But that's what he said. The lead itself is not produced here anymore.
I guess that's
or
possible.
whatever they do. We import. These manufacturers import the lead to make the bullets. But I think as big as they are, I think it's going to have to take the government, the state, no more lead after, say, 2025. Because, yes, I mean, they know you can use all copper or you could use polymer now. I mean, because there is bullets out there made of that stuff now.
Absolutely.
So it can be done. And right now, those bullets are very expensive because they're being made in such small quantities, by smaller organizations. So, I don't know. I mean, because his argument is if we all start buying this lead-free stuff, it was going to force the big manufacturers to change, and I don't think it will. Because eventually these smaller guys more like won't be able to keep up with demand, so we'll revert back to the lead. It's going to be a vicious cycle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the way I see it, anyway. What's Sean saying here?
Polymer is not identical to lead bullets. They are far too light and they don't mushroom.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
So is the lead foundry the same as the lead smelting? Or is that different operations?
I really don't know. But, yeah, I mean,
Same thing, he said.
I don't see lead being there. I mean, like when I go shooting, I have I carry in my gun bag. I got a bag of a pack of good old Walmart. These sort of like wipes, wet one type things. So when I finish shooting and stuff, I always wipe my hands and stuff like that. And normally when I go to indoor ranges here in Rhode Island, I don't know if it's part of the rules here in Rhode Island, but they all have cleaning stations where you can't leave because they have two in it. You come out of the range into a hallway before you go into and there's like a cleaning station there where you got to clean yourself up before you walk out of there. It's all this protection for the lead, which makes sense to me. That's good enough.
Right, because lead is absorbed through the skin.
Yeah.
Into the bloodstream.
I know some people have got lead poisoning. I mean, I didn't realize. I mean, when I started, somebody said, well, if you're going to start reloading, don't forget to wear gloves, So when I reload, I put on a pair of, I put on, gloves, disposable gloves,
And then you make sure you wash them right after you're done properly.
Yeah. Just to be on the safe side. Hey, surely it'd take a hell of a lot of lead to get you lead poisoning.
Well, like everything else in life, little by little, slowly but surely, it adds up.
Yeah, see, I mean, Sean there says we don't produce it here in the States anymore. Yeah, that's what Yankee was saying. It says it's not produced here. Why make it? But why I watched it, I don't know. I don't watch any of his chats anymore. He just pisses me off too much nowadays. He's too much.
It's okay to admit that you watch him.
What?
It's okay to admit you watch him.
I don't watch him that much anymore. He pisses me off too much. He really does. Yeah. I used to watch his chats. I used to watch every video. I only watched this one because it said something about lead-free bullets. I said, let's see what he's up to now, The way he talks like he's the almighty authority on it all, If it wasn't for YouTube, nobody would know who in the hell he fucking was, Oh, well. So, Anything else on your mind, John? How's the John the John Z project going along?
It's going. Moving at the speed of a snail.
At least it's going in the right direction.
Yep.
You know. Oh, I got something here that you need. I treated myself to this.
What's that?
Vlog like a boss. Tells you how to do this YouTube stuff. What you need, John.
And what do you think about it?
Actually, for this, she has a great website. This lady, Amy Smithauer, I pronounce the name. It's called Savvy Sexy Social.
Right.
I mean, she's in her 30s, so she aims mainly for the younger crowd. But she has some great YouTube. I mean, some of her stuff where she on how to run a YouTube channel and stuff. She has a lot of videos on that YouTube on her channel, and I mean, she's good. She has some great ideas. You know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Thought,
maybe I'm not into it as much as some people. I don't know. I mean, it's fun to share with you guys and stuff to go back and forth, but we'll have to see.
You know, I mean, she said there's three things that stop people from videoing. One of it is fear of like talking to the camera,
right?
And what people will think of you. See, that's the biggest one, is to get over that. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. You know, and she said in there, your first maybe dozen, your first 20 videos will more likely be absolutely awful. You know? But you're learning. And the more you learn, the better you're going to get, basically. You know, I think my videos ain't great, but they're getting better. I'm getting better at editing because I'm learning the program and stuff more as I use it. You know, it's a slow curve. I don't know how in the hell you still have more subscribers than me. I really don't get it.
I don't know.
You know,
that's just how I roll.
Hey, you buying them? You paying for your subscribers?
Yeah, give me discounts, right?
Yeah. Now, come on, guys, subscribe to my channel. I'm not that bad. If you're listening to me, subscribe to me. You know, that's the way I look at it. You don't have to listen to every video I do. I don't do many. I only do maybe. Right now, I'm concentrating mainly on this show, as I like to call it, which I need to work better at. I need to get more of a. I don't know. I don't think I'm doing too bad. You know, John, with you here helping me and stuff. You know, is get more of a. That's why I write my list, right, to keep me on track, sort of thing. If I don't go off too much.
Right. Well, it's always a pleasure helping you and everybody else in the community.
You know, and do that, and then I do a midweek one now of what's going on midweek, and I talk about, and some of that I brought up on here today. You know,
right.
That's about all I'm working on right now. You know, I'm going to do the other one, like where I'm down. If I'm down shooting at the range, I do it on my cell phone, take it down there.
Right.
I'm debating to buy a camera to use down there, but I have to look at the finances for that. You know.
Do you know what kind of camera you want to get?
That's what it all comes down to. But then again, you look at the cell phone today. I mean, I got the Samsung Galaxy 7 Edge, you know, which is not a bad phone at all. And the actual camera on that is pretty cool. It does some nice pictures. You know, but you think about it, these cell phones today have more shit in them than what we used to send a man to the moon. You know that?
Yes, sir.
And your computer today is the same thing. These computers we have today are more powerful than the ones we use to send a man to the moon. It's amazing, really, when you think about it.
Do you know what kind of camera you want to get?
Now, more than likely, one of them sort of look like GoPro type things. You know?
Okay. You don't know if you want to get the 4 or the most recent one.
I don't know. I ain't even looked at them yet. I ain't even started looking at that side of it yet. But I was thinking of using a better camera down at down there when I'm shooting. You know?
Right.
So it's just an idea that goes through my head. Everything goes through my head loads of times.
Well, that's a project that you have to research anyway.
See, Clover Tech. I sent you I sent you an invite. By the way, I don't know if you got it. Yeah, Amy, she is a great YouTube creator. Yeah, Clover Tech knows what I'm talking about.
Where is Clover Tech?
He's on YouTube.
No, where is he now? You said it sounded like you were talking to him.
Hey, well, I was just answering his thing on YouTube. I just happened to tell him that I sent him. I did send him an invite, but we're almost over now anyway. So,
No, I don't see him. Where do you see him?
On the YouTube chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't have that window open. My bad.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Catch you next week on that. So, yeah, he was saying that you got to look her up though. Look at some of her videos. Might change your mind, John. Might make you jump in there and go, "I can do this." You know?
No, it's not whether I can or can't. It's whether you want to or not. You know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have the motivation for it. Sometimes you don't.
Yeah. I know where you're coming from. I know where you're coming from. Oh, but a reminder, it's still a couple of weeks off yet, but September the 16th, I won't be doing the show because I'll be in Florida because my son's getting married.
Oh, that's right.
This is my oldest son. He's
Right.
35 or 36, something like that. So he's getting married. Anyway, and where I wanted to go, I haven't been there since my let's see, last time I was there with my son must have been 20 years ago. You know, like Universal Studios and all that.
Right.
You know, I wanted to go again, but I was looking at they have like the electric carts. They have some, but you gotta reserve them way ahead of time. I don't know what day I want to go. You know what I'm saying?
You're talking about the airport or?
No, Universal. I couldn't walk around Universal Studios.
No. That's too much walking.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm saying they have electric carts. You got to order them. You got to reserve them for like weeks ahead of time because they only have so many. You know?
Have you reserved one yet?
No, I don't know what day I'm going to go yet.
Well, you know what day the wedding is?
Yeah, I know what day the wedding is.
So reserve it for 1 or 2 days before or after.
Talk to my and see if he's still. I mean, I know he's old, but I really don't want to go by myself. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, don't wait too long.
No. But where I'm going with this is, but there is a company down there that rents them by the week. You know, that you put that break down, you put in the back of your car.
Right.
I was talking to my ex-wife. And she said, she says, where my son's getting married. She goes, you might want a wheelchair or a scooter because she said it's a hell of a walk from the parking lot. I said, oh, great. You know? So I might rent one when I'm down.
Their parking lots are also the size of a city.
Yeah. Most places like that are down there.
Yeah.
Even where he's getting married at. I can't think of the name of the place now. But it's some sort of garden or something. And so it's more like some sort of attraction place. So I do have the invitation here somewhere. What did I do? I don't know what the hell I done with it. Here it is. This is
No
it.
worries.
Where is it at? Laurelwood Garden. So that's some big thing down there near where he lives. I know. I've driven past it. It's sort of like a nice. It's more like a big giant park. You can walk, like a Hyde Park type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hyde Park, or what's that one? Central Park type thing. You know. What is it? But if we're so, I'm gonna have to rent one anyway. And I'm checking out prices
Well,
right
don't
now.
wait too long till they don't have anything for you.
I know. I've got a couple of links set up here on my browser already, which I haven't had time to study. That's what I was doing before I came online, was finding those. So I'm going to go study, find out how much it's going to cost me. You know, I reckon you're looking at three and a half for a week. You know, so that ain't cheap, but if I got to pay it, I got to pay it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But you'll probably spend more the closer you get to the date. So that's why I'm saying you should do it as soon as possible.
Oh, you know where that Laura Woods, whatever it is, Raphael, huh? Laura Wood Garden. Yeah, that's what it says. Is that a nice place? That's not a bad idea. Clover, do that. Pre-record my Saturday show. You know, have it set up to go off next Saturday. Anyway, where are we at? We're 4 o'clock already. Amazing. Oh, were you here when I was talking about Bigfoot, John?
I was not. Why are we talking about Bigfoot?
I believe in Bigfoot. That's what I'm watching.
Okay.
That's what I got on TV, going on TV right now on Discovery Channel. All about Bigfoot. You know? I don't know. It fascinates me. I think there really is one out there. Because I was saying is, you telling me, I can understand where people go all the time, somebody doing it. But there's some people that go out in the absolutely middle of nowhere. And somebody else went out there just on the off chance somebody might come by. It don't sound right. You know what I'm saying? So, and I believe in ghosts. I was telling about my story when I was at work. I went in this old Quonset hut when I worked in England. It used to be an old hospital during the Second World War.
Right.
You know, because it was a military base where the bombers and fighter jets flew out of during the war. The hospital there. And I walked in one day, switched the lights on, and there's wet footprints down the middle of the hall. And nobody there. Scary shit, I tell you. I want to go on a ghost hunt, but I've never been able to find one yet. So that kind of stuff fascinates me. It really does. What it has to do with guns, I don't know. Maybe shoot a ghost, see if they fall. You know.
I guess that's one way you can go.
Yeah. Anyway, but you know, I said that's I don't know. All that kind of stuff really does fascinate the shit out of me. And I said, maybe I'm insane. You know, that's why I like that kind of stuff. Okay, that's the end of my show anyway. So I want to thank all of you who hung out with me. I went all over the place today, from guns to Bigfoot to being a fat guy at the doctor's to thing. But it all comes back to the title of my show, Rick's Life as I See It. You know, and that's just the way it is. And I hope the hell I get the early call for my scooter. I've already got it figured out. The camo, couple of, I thought throw some sort of like leather saddlebags on it. You know, got to have the ammo somewhere.
Don't forget about the shotgun
Oh yeah,
attachments.
got to have the shotgun attachment to it. You know, be wearing wearing my leather shoulder holster rig. You know, and I'm thinking maybe something on the front. You know, for if I don't bring the shotgun up, bring the rifle up, that I can lean it against. You know, lean it on to hold it steady.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, really trick this thing out when I get it. Oh God. Anyway, I'm getting way off track here. So everybody, thank you for joining me this week. I appreciate it, and hope you come and join me next week. Subscribe to my channel. You can always join my email list too. That's on my all the information's on YouTube. All the information is down below. And anyway, that's it. So I'm calling it a day. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks, Rick. Take care, everybody.